we speak, hearing a plea regarding the violence in Sandeshkhali, has said that Sheikh Shahjahan should surrender. Who is Sheikh Shahjahan? Remember, Sheikh Shahjahan is considered the kingpin in the island. We'll bring you more context, but you remember over the last few weeks, locals have arisen in protest. They've said that TMC leaders in the region have indulged in land grabbing. They've indulged, according to them, in forced exploitation, labour, and now some women coming forward saying one written complaint of rape. According to the NCW, there is also a second complaint now. Now, these allegations have been made against three TMC leaders in particular. Two of those leaders have been taken into custody, but Shahjahan, Sheikh Shahjahan, the kingpin in this entire matter, still absconding. He's been absconding since a few weeks now. In fact, since January, when the Enforcement Directorate first came to his residence to conduct a search investigation. Now, what did the High Court have to say? It said if one person can hold the entire population to ransom, the ruling dispensation should not support him. Now, the Justice has also said there is prima facie material to show that he's done damage to the public. He is on the run after committing alleged crimes. The person who's the cause for the problem is on the run. We don't know if he's protected, but we are unable to be secured. Okay, so this is a big breaking. It will no doubt be looked at as a rebuke to the TMC government. My colleague, our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, with us right now. Ananya, just let me tell our audiences, this is huge. Okay, the second thing we're breaking right now is that Shivendu Adhikari has received the nod to visit. He's, of course, a BJP leader. Ananya, give us more context here, because the court coming down heavily on the TMC, saying that he needs to turn himself in. Sheikh Shahjahan needs to turn himself in. The TMC is obviously saying right now that they don't know where he is. But you tell us, Ananya, first. What happened in court, please?
Well, definitely the matter was before the two judges bench of the Calcutta High Court, headed by the Chief Justice T.S. Sivarangam, and very, very clearly and categorical, there were strong words that have now come in from the Calcutta High Court, at least for the ruling dispensation of the TMC, that, you know, this person needs to be nabbed, and if at all he's enjoying any kind of a protection from somebody, and in fact, if at all any kind, not only a protection, Toya, but any kind of a support is being given by the ruling dispensation. This is disturbing, because this person, prima facie, there are allegations of various women that, you know, there have been instances of sexual assault, and also land grabbing has happened. So definitely this person who is still on the run should be nabbed. In fact, the court also suggested that this person should actually surrender before the court. The Calcutta High Court was hearing, you know, a challenge to that particular single judge bench order, which had allowed Shivendu Adhikari and another MLA to actually visit the North Parganas district of, in fact, West Bengal, in the Sandeshkhali village, and very, very clearly and categorically strong words for Sheikh Shahjahan. And in fact, Toya, the orders are still being given out by the court, and I read down what the Chief Justice is saying. It has to be seen that redressal mechanism has been put in place for the restoration of land. This prima facie shows that there has been land grabbing in the particular area. Therefore, a large view of the matter has to be taken by the state, especially when the person who appears to be the sole cause of the problem is still absconding. In fact, it also goes on to say that considering the seriousness of the issue, the Chief Justice has treated the single bench's order as a report and directed the matter to be placed before the bench dealing with the PILs. In fact, it is rather, the Chief Justice is saying himself that, you know, it is rather surprising that the person who is the core of the problem cannot be apprehended till date and is still on the run. So a lot of observations coming in for Sheikh Shahjahan in this particular matter. Whether or not he is nabbed, whether or not he is put before the authorities, before the law, is something that we'll have to wait and watch for. But the Calcutta High Court coming down heavily, at least on the ruling dispensation, saying that they should not be supporting such people who have been involved in such grievous offences, at least of the land grabbing, and also various reports of sexual assault have come in.
Okay, Ananya, thank you. We're getting reactions to this story as we speak, and we're going to keep taking you to them. Why is this so mammoth? It's the first time we're hearing the court have such stern words for the TMC government. We're going to go over now to Kamalika, who's been on the ground. She's been spearheading this story over the last few days. Kamalika, the High Court saying in no uncertain terms that Sheikh Shahjahan should surrender. They've said that the ruling dispensation should not support him. Kamalika, tell our audiences, how is this possibly going to go down with the TMC? Okay, we'll look to re-establish that connection with my colleague Kamalika. On the screens right now, you're watching visuals of Suvendu Adhikari. He's a BJP leader. He's a firebrand BJP leader, in fact. We're going to bring you more context. But remember, why this is so important is because over the last few days also, we've had the opportunity of having multiple TMC voices on our show. So we've had the spokespeople from the TMC. They have alleged or they have argued that none of the most serious complaints have been made against Sheikh Shahjahan. Their allegation has been that it has been the two supporters of Sheikh Shahjahan. So we're talking about Uttam Sardar and Shibu Hazra. These two men who are already in the custody of the West Bengal police. The TMC has said that the most serious complaints are about these two men, not Sheikh Shahjahan. So they've tried to make that point. They've also said that Sheikh Shahjahan is right now absconding because the ED was trying to target him. Now, with that context, obviously, the words coming in from the court are particularly important because the court is in no uncertain terms saying that this person is holding the entire population ransom. They've also called this person, and we're talking about Sheikh Shahjahan, the cause of the problem. Now we're going to go over to our colleague Kamalika to understand more. Kamalika, we were just telling our audiences, till now the TMC has seemed to almost still stand by Sheikh Shahjahan's side. He's not been suspended till now. Shibu Hazra also has not been suspended. How is this likely to go down on the TMC, Kamalika?
Tell you that since the division bench has given this order, we spoke exclusively to Suvendu Adhikari on this, and he clearly said that the division, it's the victory of the constitution, it's the victory of the people. Now they will communicate to the police. It has been communicated to the police that now, somewhat he should be allowed there. So that is the development right now, and Suvendu Adhikari is all set to go to Sandeshkhali. He is saying that he has communicated to the police. Now what police does, that is to be seen. On the other hand, there is a fresh 144 here. So regarding that, whether the police allows him or not, that is to be seen.
Okay. All right, Kamalika, just bring our audiences more context right now on how the TMC is likely to respond to the key statements the court has made about Sheikh Shahjahan in particular.
Obviously, Trinamool Congress is having a very defensive mood as far as Sheikh Shahjahan is concerned. They are saying that law will take its course. Nothing more than that. But the fact is, now today's biggest development is that the division bench has given a nod to Suvendu Adhikari, and Suvendu Adhikari has communicated that to the police. So whether police allows it or not, this is also, and obviously there also the administration has to think that what are the steps they are going to take next.
Okay, we'll just play out what Suvendu Adhikari, the BJP leader who's just been allowed to visit the ground, had to say. Take a look.
संविधान का जीत है।
तो आप फिर से जाओगे पुलिस को बोलने के लिए कि अब तो डिवीजन बेंच ने ऑर्डर दे दिया। अब तो स्टेट डिवीजन बेंच किया था, उसमें भी
उसको छोड़ना पड़ेगा। In front of the court, AG informed that he will communicate the SP Bashirhat.
to SP Bashirhat. And even if now if they stop you, sir, even if now they stop you,
Higher judiciary will decide.
and you will move to court.
I am law-abiding people.
So you will again now approach the police.
No, I am not approaching.
Okay.
I am informing. Why I am approaching? I am only informing, communicating.
Okay. Have you communicated that?
Yes. Single bench gave order, and division bench also continue this order. It's a big victory of the constitution.
That was clearly Suvendu Adhikari telling News 18 that it's a victory of people out there. It's a victory of common man. It's a victory of constitution that he is allowed by the division bench for going to Sandeshkhali. He is saying that he has communicated to the police. This communication has gone that he will be allowed in Sandeshkhali.